How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the LAIR. And today we're back in Historic Best of 1. I call this one Eternal War, but before we get into it, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out so much. Feel free to drop me a comment, talk about strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. And if you have any friends or family that are into Magic, please share the channel with them. Also, one last thing I'd like to say, once you have followed or subscribed on either my Twitch or YouTube channels, once you've done so, just reach out to me in the chat of the comment and say something like, hey, I just followed or subscribed, and I can respond to you with an in-game code that you can use in Arena to unlock a mystery gift from Wizards. So very excited to be able to offer that to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let's hop into it. So this is a 4-color control list. Oh, sorry, I just noticed I accidentally took out an additional Teferi. Hold on one second. So sorry about that. There we go. So, what do I need to cut? Let's cut one Vraska's, I guess. Alright, there we go. Alright, sorry about that. I must have clicked off one of my Teferis. Anyways, so we're 4 colors technically, green, white, black, blue. However, we're really just technically splashing white. But anyways, yeah, so we are mainly multi-color green, blue, and black. Let's hop into it. On the 1-drops, we have the full playset of Thoughtseize at sorcery speed. Target player reveals their hand. We choose a non-land card from it. They discard that card, and we lose 2 life. On to the 2-drops, we have one copy of Gaea's Blessing at sorcery speed. Target player shuffles up to 3 target cards from their graveyard into their library, and then we draw a card. And if Gaea's Blessing is put into our graveyard from our library, we shuffle our graveyard into our library instead. I have 3 copies of Assassin's Trophy. At instant speed, destroy target permanent an opponent controls. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle their library. Running the full playset of Growth Spiral at instant speed, draw a card, and then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. We have 2 copies of Hydroid Krasis. He has Flying and Trample, and when we cast the spell, we gain half X life and draw half X cards, round down each time, and he enters the battlefield with X/1/1 counters on him. On to the 3-drops, we have 3 copies of Bontu's Last Reckoning at sorcery speed. Destroy all creatures. Lands you control don't... Destroy all creatures. Lands you control don't untap during your next untap step. We're running the full play set of Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. He's a 6/6, and we sacrifice him unless he escaped. And when he enters the battlefield or attacks, we gain 3 life, draw a card, and may play a land card from our hand onto the battlefield. And then we can bring him back from our graveyard to the battlefield later on by paying his escape cost and exiling 5 other cards from our graveyard. On to the 4-drops, we have 3 copies of God-Eternal Kefnet. He's a 4/5 with Flying, and we may reveal the first card we draw each turn as we draw it, and whenever we reveal an instant or sorcery card this way, we can copy that spell, and it costs an additional 2 less to cast. And then God-Eternal Kefnet dies or is put into exile from the battlefield. We may put him on into our library 3rd from the top. Running 1 copy of Vraska's Contempt at instant speed. Exile target creature or planeswalker, and we gain 2 life. 1 copy of Yasharn, Implacable Earth. He's a 4/4, and when he enters the battlefield, we may search our library for a forest and a plains, put it into our hand, and his static ability says players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. On to the 5-drops, we have the full play set of Nissa, Who Shakes the World. She comes in at 5 loyalty, and her static ability says, whenever you tap a forest for mana, add an additional green mana. Her +1 is put 3 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 non-creature land you control. Untap it, it becomes a 0/0 elemental creature with vigilance and haste. That's still a land. And then we can minus her 8. You get an emblem. Lands you control have indestructible. Search your library for any number of forest cards, put them onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. We're running 2 copies of Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. He comes in at 4 loyalty. His +1 ability, draw a card, and at the beginning of your next end step, untap up to 2 lands. His -3, put target non-land permanent into its owner's hand, 3rd from the top. And his -8, you get an emblem with whenever you draw a card, exile target permanent an opponent controls. And then finally at the top end, we have 1 copy of Casualties of War. At sorcery speed, choose 1 or more, destroy target artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. Let's briefly talk about the mana base before we get into the deck. We have 1 plains, 1 island, 1 swamp, 1 forest, 3 copies of Overgrown Tomb, 2 Woodland Cemetery, 1 copy of Temple Garden, the full playset of Breeding Pool, the full playset of Hinterland Harbor, the full playset of Indatha Triome, the full playset of Zagoth Triome, and 1 copy of Fabled Passage. We have a 3.1 converted mana cost, running 10 creatures and 27 lands. So this is definitely a control deck. We're looking to abuse God-Eternal Kefnet, being able to copy and make all of our instants and sorceries cheaper. And we have our defensive spells in Thoughtseize, which is early hand disruption, Assassin's Trophy, instant speed, target removal. What else? We have our Bontu's Last Reckoning is our board wipe of choice. A lot of people don't really play Bontu's Last Reckoning, and a lot of people don't really expect it coming either. And it's a nice board wipe. It hits all creatures, so if they have any hexproof out there, we can destroy those. And a really cool synergy with Nissa, who shakes the world. If we have a Nissa out and we play a Bontu's, that lands don't untap doesn't really bother us as much because we can just untap them with Nissa. So just keep that in mind. And usually by the time we play a Nissa and we play a Bontu's, we should be okay and not really worry about additional lands. But anyways, so that's why we're running Bontu's. We have our ramp in Uro and Growth Spiral, which will help us draw cards and put lands down. Uro helps us stabilize with his life gain and can be a threat later on in the game. We have 2 copies of Hydroid Krasis. Once we get our Nissa out, we're looking to play a huge Hydroid Krasis, refuel our hand, gain some life, stabilize a little bit. We have the Gaea's Blessing in there for any type of mill strategies, the rogues, etc. We have 1 copy of Yasharn. He's a protection, gives us basically protection from sacrifice decks. We have 1 copy of Vraska's Contempt to exile a creature or planeswalker at instant speed, stabilize a little bit. Once again, it would be really sick to have a God-Eternal Kefnet and then draw into a Vraska's. We can copy it, cast it for 2. Then we just have really good planeswalkers to round out the deck. We have Nissa, which just combos so nicely with our Hydroid Krasis and constantly being able to apply that pressure. And then, of course, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, is one of the most busted planeswalkers in Historic, being able to draw us a card, being able to deal with non-land permanents, and then if we can get his ultimate off, it's game over. And then one copy of Casualties of War, which does it all. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck. Let's hop into it. Let's see how we do. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's play some ranked. Why not, right? Alright, so we got a 2-lander here, no blue sources, which is what I like to see, and other than that, some uncastable stuff, so we'll mulligan this. Seems a little bit better. We have our blue source. I think we'll definitely drop the God-Eternal, unfortunately. Since we don't have a turn 2 play as of yet, we will shock in the Overgrown, and we will cast, Goblins. This is going to be a tough one. I guess we'll take the Chief. No play, which is like what we want to see. And Gotha. Alright, opponent plays a Wily. And we'll shock in here. We will draw a card. Land on the battlefield, yes. draw into a land. And we do draw into a land. We have to Bontu, right? I would have liked to have the Nissa in play first, but now I'm assuming he drops the Krenko, yeah. Alright. Searches up Muxus. No, really? That's interesting. Oh, he's looking to just get as many goblins as possible. Gotcha. Alright. So we will search up. Guess we'll search up a forest. Play Nissa. Nissa doesn't do much, so we'll destroy land, creature, artifact. Creature, land. Feel bad, but it is what it is. Mono red goblins, tier 1. Yeah, I feel like if we didn't board wipe when we did, he would have definitely searched up a Muxus with the matron. Okay. Got ourselves a little bit of rewards there. Sesgon 91. Sesgon 91. Alright. I have a 4-lander here, but nothing early on, so we'll mulligan. Mulligan. Alright, seems better. Return 2 cards. Well, we want to keep our black source. We have a Hinterland. So I guess we return a breeding pool and 1 Uro. Right? Alright. So we'll start off Temple Garden tapped. Next turn we'll play Hinterland. Opponent playing a Temple. One at the bottom. Very nice. Do draw into a Thoughtseize. Can't imagine there's anything that they're going to play on turn 1 or 2 that's going to be game breaking, so we'll wait on the Thoughtseize. We will growth spiral here, draw a card. We will put Swamp into play. Okay, so it looks like rule aggro. Do we Thoughtseize here? Yeah, I think we do. Ugh. Alright, Clothis. I think we take Clothis. And we'll shuffle these into our hand. We'll draw a card. This is not what we want to see. 45% chance to draw a land, by the way. Off. Alright, this turn we will be able to Implacable. So I think we wait till he attaches the Embercleave and then destroy it. was kind of one of those ones where 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're just dead here. Hello, still being a dick. Alright. Getting smacked. Maybe it's the hands I'm keeping, I don't know. But, like, if you don't have any early plays, we don't want to have a 4-lander with this deck. We have 27 lands, right? Hop into another one. Jack Fu. Alright. So we have Thoughtseize, we have some Assassin's Trophies. We'll keep this. Mono red. Goblins again. Okay. Yasharn. Yasharn can be effective against goblins. Shock in here. Conspicuous Snoop. I think we go for the hand right now. Let's see what he's dealing with. What he's working with here, right? Let's take the Ringleader since we have Assassin's Trophies to deal with the Krinko. Oh, he just draws another Ringleader off the top. %49 chance to draw a land, by the way. There's a land. Nice. Pass. So we're gonna zap Krenko right now. Unfortunately, giving goblins an additional land is not very good. Let's throw here. Just not happening for us, apparently. 50% chance to draw a land. Alright. Let's hop into another one. TNO. Okay. Alright. Looks like a decent hand. Got a 3-lander here. We have the... Hey! I'll take it. Our first decent hand. And they quit. Sure. Little gems. Excellent. Trying to finish this mastery, man. This Zendikar mastery seems like it's taking forever. One Spartacus. Alright, so we got a 3-lander here. We'll keep it. We'll lead off with the Indatha first, so in case we have to shock in, we have all of our colors. Okay. Nice slow start. Hopefully we're not playing Cynic Flash, looks like it. Alright, play our Zagoth. Growth Spiral. Fabled Passage. Okay, sure. Well, let's begin. We have enough spells where we can get all the counter spells out of his hand early. Sure. Always feels bad when you get countered to a Wari Disruption, right? Cultivate. So maybe this is not Cynic Flash? Huh. Well, I think we can get this God-Eternal out here. Get something out there. Now this guy, he has to be countered. They bounce him. Sure. Explore, okay. So ramping toward Ugin. Reveal it. Sure. Let's get Teferi out there. Teferi. Draw a card. Ooh, that's nice. I'll tap. Now we have the Assassin's Trophy up, and we have the Growth Spiral up. Okay. Sure. Well, you messed up there. We do have our Gaea's Blessing, so I feel pretty good about this. I don't know what type of deck this is, but he's going to have to deal with my Teferi. Decline. So, we will draw a card.
You know what? I'm not done.
Play our land. What's the move here? I think we just keep going face. We're gonna untap anyways with the Teferi. We'll untap this forest here.
Behold, nature's true power.
We will go in with both. Don't see him doing much damage with the 0-3. Oh! That's cute. Cool. I think we end the turn. And we untap you and you. Another ruined crab, sure. So opponent's burrowing. Sure. And land? No land? Alright, cool. So we'll growth spiral here. Reveal it. Yep, put a land card. I'm not sure why I did that. And a tap. Sure. Alright, so let's draw a card.
Let's skip to the good part.
Thoughtseize, nice. So let's Thoughtseize first. Oh, look at this. We will do Bontus. Yeah, it's Bontus first. I have plenty of land out. Take action. Now we'll play this tapped. We will Nissa. Let's do you.
The land shall conquer you.
Let's play. Do we play Yasharn? No, it's just a okay. Oh, he quit. Don't quit. We won. We won a game. I'm so happy. Oh hey, G-Man, no worries. I switched. I was doing a recording earlier with the Orion build, and wasn't doing too good, so I switched to a 60 card version. If you're back, by the way, would you check and see if I tried to attempt to do the stream decker, if it's working on my chat? Can you see if that's working properly? That'd be awesome. But yeah, we're running the 60 card version right now. Alright, sweet. So we got a 3-lander here. I've got a growth spiral early on, and we can always search up a swamp, so I think we'll keep this. Alright, so no turn 1 play. So we'll play a Fabled Passage. And we'll search up a swamp. Okay. Tap in. We will go for... Oof. So we'll take the Cultivate. It's a hell of a hand. You know, I see people playing shit like this on the rank ladder, and I'm like, feel bad, man. I'm like, how do these people win with these decks? Like, it's even more ridiculous than my deck. All right, so let's play Hinterland, and then we'll pass. Murderous Rider, sure. Growth Spiral. Yep. And we'll put the Breeding Pool into play tapped. Hey, G-Man, no, thank you. You know, it's reciprocal. You help me out, I help you out. And let's be honest, you're a much better player than I am, so, you know, we're going to get this Nissa on board as soon as possible. We'll take the Hinterland since it's my least valuable land. We need the white. We'll attack in here since we have Vigilance. But yeah, bro, anytime, man. Also, I was going to ask you, I get credit sometimes for recording events and streaming with playing against other streamers, which I don't have a lot of other friends that stream. So if you'd be interested in something like that, where we could do like a stream and I'll shout you out on my YouTube channel one day, that'd be cool. Ooh, I love the Thoughtseeze. Lots of stuff we can do here. We have the Thoughtseize, right? We have the Thoughtseize first. I don't think he's running counter spells. Is he running counter spells? Brazen Borrower, sure. Okay. Shadow's Verdict could actually fuck us up pretty bad. I'm also not digging the... I think we gotta take the Shadows, though. Well, first we're gonna attack. Get that damage in. And then we'll Uro. Okay, draw into a growth spiral, which is nice. What an obnoxious deck, huh? Alright, draw into another Uro. Did we play Nissa again? Take out one of our breeding pools. Go in. Okay. Hold up the growth spiral. Yeah, man, that would be super cool. 3, 4, 5, 6. Still one off from playing his casualties. Okay, so we're gonna growth spiral at the end of our turn. Another Uro, love to see it. Let's just Uro again, right? He has to start blocking sometime. Another Uro, sure. Alright, let's activate Nissa. Let's pull this.
Be wary of the ground to walk on.
Attack with everything. Uro again. I mean, at this point, I don't know. Opponent's pretty far behind. There's the God-Eternal. Love to see it. So we have lethal on the board. He can't block except for creatures with flying. My other problem is AG is I love to play jank, so that's why I never get into the higher ranks. This isn't really a jank deck though, so that's why maybe I'm not playing it right. Alright, so we'll definitely play our land here. He's got an additional casualties, which kind of sucks. So we'll attack first, of course. And I think we just Uro again. Ooh. We still have all of our colors, so we're okay. Would have liked to play the God-Eternal, but... Okay, another casualties, sure. We are down to 2 lands, though, which kind of sucks. I think we Gaea's here. We want you, and Thoughtseize, maybe? No, let's do a couple Euros. Okay, we're back to 3. Opponents played 2 casualties. But garbage. Exile a card. I guess we'll get rid of the Bontus. We don't have enough land to really support it. Anyways. A 49% chance to draw into a land. We have our Assassin's Trophy available. I feel like we have to do this. Opponent's at 4 life.
Schemes have been foiled.
I have been having a tough time today. But I definitely know for sure historic ranked compared to standard ranked is much more difficult. Just so many more cards that you have to deal with. It's hard to predict the meta. It's hard to predict what you're playing.
I know exactly what to do.
Not gonna take it too hard on myself. Alright, so he draws a Ral. Instant or sorceries. Just gonna main phase Growth Spiral here. Ooh, love the Thoughtseize. But we are getting into the danger zone here. Oh, look at this. So maybe that Bontu would have been in handy. I mean, like I said, it's just... I'm playing this off his luck. Opponent had 4 life left. Always like to tell myself that. At the end of the day, this is a game of luck. I used to get angry when I lose.
Guild Mage, Planeswalker,
just...
Genius Inventor. I got it all.
That's how it is. Oh, another one. Oh, just had another one. What kind of deck is this? So weird.
In my image.
So, like we're nowhere. I guess we'll get rid of the Teferi. I mean, I think we're drawing dead here. I hate to say it. Oh, and it's land destruction, of course. Alright. Game blouses. Cry every time. Alright, I gotta get one more in here. Other thing is I don't edit my gameplay, so you know, you guys see it raw when I lose. Like I said, it could be me keeping bad hands or whatnot, or the opponent getting lucky. It is what it is. Gotta have fun at the end of the day, right? Alright, cool. Got us some more rewards. Thing 2, okay. So, we have a 3-lander here. No black sources, but we do have a growth spiral and we do have a Nissa. I guess we'll keep this. Of course, we'll lead off with Temple Garden turn 1. It's nice to be on the play. Oh, looks like a colorless deck. Alright, so of course we will pass. We'll hold up the growth spiral. Oh yeah? Alright, opponent plays another Radiant Fountain. Sure. So we'll growth spiral. They are Hinterland. Desperately need some black mana. 45% chance to draw a land. There's an Indatha. Love to see it. Pass. This will be pretty clutch with this Thoughtseize. So a growth spiral. Put a land. As of right now, they're not splashing any other colors. That Maze Mine is dangerous. So, I play Nissa. Right? Untap Indatha. To attack the face. Yeah, I love colorless. It's just so good. Alright, we're gonna take this Ujin. Well, we got one of the Ujins. He is gonna play a big ass Serpent right now. But we do have the Vraskas, but once again we're looking for an additional source of black. I assume he just makes a giant. Okay. Oh, so he's just trying to put a couple bodies on the board, sure.
Do not test
Okay.
me.
Yeah, it's just so good. I have a similar deck. That's the thing, though. I spend so much time creating different episodes, and I don't really usually have a lot of free time. Okay, so we draw... Alright. So let's Uro first. Let's put the tap land in first. I think we'll take the Hinterlands and
Harness the elements.
it doesn't count as a forest. But yeah, I feel like I spend so much time creating episodes for my YouTube that I really don't have the chance to rank up. Okay, not main decking Stone Coil. Yeah, I could see that as like a one-off, but like if you're running the Karns, right, then it's an artifact. You just put that in your sideboard, right? All right. So there's the big Stone Coil. Sure. Man. Get some blockers up.
Nature's true power.
If he wants to trade, I guess. But he has so much land, surely, and the maze mine out. Surely he hasn't even. Okay, he's still digging. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's the Karn.
I will defend my allies. Stand down.
Okay. Sudi pulls Ugin. Forsaken. Oh, there's the Forsaken. For the maze mine. Oh. Well. So he plays a Zagoth, right? We untap.
Be wary of the ground to walk on.
By Vraska's the Stone Coil. So it's Vraska's the Stone Coil. I was gonna say, last time I checked, colorless doesn't have counter spells, so we'll see. True. Alright, so we definitely don't want Karn living. So 1 Karn, 1 here. Perfect.
There are great
Alright.
battles to fight.
Surely he has to have an Ulamog. Ulamog or an Ugin for sure. There's the Forsaken, so he's got 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. So he still has enough to cast Ugin. No Ugin. Do we have him? Next turn I... Alright, that's 15. He's got 3. No Karn. Okay, makes a Karn struck.
I battle for the forces of good.
Damn it, man.
Some solutions must be built.
That Forsaken. It's... Colorless is so good. It's just so good. Ooh. Teferi. Alright, let's play Teferi for sure. Let's put him on the bottom. 3, 6, 9, 10, 12.
Let's take it back.
It's 15. We will untap with Nissa. We'll untap the Hinterland.
The land fights for us.
1 here. I think that's right. Alright, come on now. I mean, this is what it is, you know? He's got he's got so much land. He's got so much mana. Oh, there's the Ulamog. Alright. Alright, we're still not dead yet.
Fight on
This is
without
hardly my worst.
3, 6, 9. Still get through for lethal. Never mind. Unfortunately, Bontu's does not hit Ulamog. It's just, it's rough to get back to that. Yeah. Another problem.
Our actions determine the course of history. I am not frightened by you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, let's think about this here. So let's attack Karn. Attack you. Because it doesn't matter, because anything Ulamog hits. I'm sorry, when he attacks, he exiles, so it doesn't really matter. Okay.
Do not pity me.
Right. Alright, so now I just gotta try and draw as many cards as I possibly can, right? So we'll do blue, green, green, doesn't matter, green, doesn't matter, green, green, green. So it's... What's that, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5? Alright. Let's see what we get. I mean, that missed.
Do not defy the designs of an elder dragon.
So he takes the Hydroid for sure. 6, 9. And with the maze mine.
Fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
Gotta be over, right? Yeah. Alright, my friends, that's way over what I normally record. I wanted to believe in this deck, but like I said, I feel like I just ran into some tough competition. But I really enjoyed the deck. I feel like the deck can be very competitive. Like I said, maybe it's my misplays or keeping bad hands, but luck of the draw, whatever you'd say. But yeah, I just want to say one last time, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out so much. Feel free to drop me a comment, talk about strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. And if you have any friends or family that are into Magic, please share the channel with them. Also, don't forget, once you have followed or subscribed on either my Twitch or YouTube channels, once you've done so, just reach out to me in the chat or the comments and say something like, hey, I just followed or subscribed, and I can respond to you with an in-game code that you can use in Arena to unlock a mystery gift from Wizard. So very excited to be able to offer that to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.